So today we are going to start painting our plate for our radial weaving. So the idea is to paint the whole plate. You can leave some white spaces showing, of course, as a background. And then next week when you come in, we'll be able to wrap the plate with the yarn and start our weaving. So the plate looks just like a regular plate. Please make sure you write your name and code on the back because they're going to be drying separately. And then when you turn it around, a radial weaving, always, you have the center, and then you're going to see basically the outer portions first. So I wouldn't spend too much time doing details at the center because most likely with your weaving it'll be covered up. So what I like to do first is just to kind of get my space ready. So I'm just going to draw like a little circle here. You don't have to do this. I just think it makes it nice for planning purposes. And you can have another little circle in the center. So I know different stages, okay? So you'll have the paints, and notice that the paints are in the Roy G. Biv order, and you'll have a white to mix, and then you'll have obviously a plate to do some mixing as well. So with mine, I'm gonna start with green. So I just literally open the green. I'm gonna use the pure green here, and I'm gonna paint around the edge. Now I could have, no, I'm just gonna paint right there. So I'm kind of using the plate for mine, the edges of the plate as like a border. And when you start on the outside like I'm doing, you might get your hands a little messy, okay? So when you hold it, you kind of hold it like that. And if you do get paint on your hands, it's washable, so not a problem. But ideally you all finish your painting during the class period today. Okay, and I already have some on my hands. So I will say, if you get a lot on your hands, especially when you're doing the outside like I'm doing right now, I would maybe wash my hands or at least wipe them off with a paper towel just so you don't do any damage to your design. So it doesn't have to be a picture of anything, just think of patterns, simple designs and things like that. Okay, so I've got a little paper towel. I'm just going to use that to wipe it off. Okay, and then maybe my next layer, I'm going to have green. So I'm scooping out green, and I kind of twist my brush. So I kind of twist some of it off, and then I'm going to get some yellow. So now I've got lots of green on my brush. Normally I suggest getting the lighter color first, okay? But I already had green on my brush. So I'm going to grab some yellow. Put some yellow here, kind of grab some yellow. And notice whenever I get color, I always get it from the side. So it doesn't, if somebody wants to use a pure yellow, they still have the center, okay? Then on my plate, and you'll have a plate for your table, I'm gonna mix my color. And I want it to be lighter than that. So I'm gonna grab some more yellow from the side. Yeah, that's what I wanted. And then this one, I'm gonna paint this little section here. And it's painting all the way around there. Now, let's say my next color is gonna be something totally different. I'm gonna have to wash off my brush, okay? So remember what I said earlier, you can leave white spaces, that's totally fine, or you can have the whole plate painted. And just remember, the center, you really don't want to have too much designs and details there, okay? Because it's going to be covered up. And I just touched right there, but that's okay. I will fix that with my next round. Okay, so I'm just going to go in around here. Okay, and then let's pretend like I'm going to change my color completely. This is where that paper towel and brush comes in handy. When you're doing this, you're kind of swishing the water around. I'm not splashing. And then I kind of wipe it. Now, one time isn't going to be enough, so usually it's a minimum of 3 times of swishing and wiping. And then wipe on your paper towel so you can see it. I got most of it out. If you want to do it again, you can, okay? And then maybe this outer side, this outer area, maybe I'm going to use orange. So I can just take orange and literally paint right on top. The great thing is these paints dry super fast, so you will be able to do this. Okay, so you can draw designs if you want. I wouldn't spend a ton of time doing that because you have one day to do your painting so that we can do the weaving, because the weaving is going to be the main project. You're just decorating the plate so it looks interesting, and remember, you can leave some white space. So you have all day today with painting. Just be careful when you're getting your colors. Do not mix it up because there's going to be other classes using this. Grab the color from the side, or you could even rinse off your brush in between.